Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you save, your money just sits there, not growing, not moving, not helping your life feel any better? Now imagine this. What if the problem isn't how much money you have, but how fast it moves? This is where velocity investments come in, a concept that flips traditional investing on its head. Instead of focusing only on returns, it focuses on speed. The speed at which your money circulates, works, and comes back to you. Think of your money like blood in your body. If it stops flowing, your health suffers. And interestingly, your financial stress behaves the same way. Many people dealing with anxiety, burnout, or financial pressure don't realize that stagnant money can actually amplify stress. But when money flows with purpose, it creates control, clarity, and confidence. In this video, you'll discover how velocity investments work, why they matter more than ever today, and how you can start applying them. Even if you're not rich, because sometimes the key isn't more money, it's smarter movement. So, what exactly are velocity investments? At its core, velocity investing is about how quickly your money cycles through income, investments, and returns, instead of sitting idle in a savings account. Traditional investing often teaches you to park money and wait, but velocity investing asks a different question. How many times can this same money work for me? For example, instead of saving for years before investing, velocity strategies encourage using cash flow, leverage, or smart allocation to keep money constantly moving. And here's where it connects to mental well-being. When your money feels stuck, it often creates a sense of being stuck in life. But when it flows, even in small cycles, it creates momentum. Momentum builds confidence. Confidence reduces stress. Velocity investing doesn't mean taking reckless risks. It means being intentional with how money enters, moves, and exits your life. Think of it like breathing. Inhale, exhale. If you only hold your breath, you don't survive. The same applies to money. Flow is life, financially and mentally. Let's talk about something most financial videos ignore: your mental health. Money stress isn't always about being broke. Sometimes it's about feeling trapped. When your income comes in and immediately disappears into expenses, debts, or savings that don't grow, your brain registers a lack of control. That lack of control fuels anxiety. Velocity investments help restore that control. Why? Because instead of money being something that comes and goes, it becomes something that returns. That psychological shift is powerful. Imagine knowing that every dollar you use has a purpose and a path to come back. That changes how you feel about spending, investing, and even earning. People who apply velocity principles often report feeling more proactive, less reactive, less fear, more strategy. And in a world where financial stress is one of the top causes of burnout, this shift can be life-changing. Because when your money flows better, your mind often does too. Now, let's make this practical. Velocity investing works by shortening the time between when money leaves you and when it comes back. For example, instead of saving money for years to buy an asset, you might use structured cash flow strategies, like reinvesting income quickly, using assets that generate faster returns, or rotating funds efficiently. This doesn't mean gambling or chasing quick wins. It means designing your financial system so money doesn't sit idle. A simple example: if you earn income and immediately allocate a portion into something that produces returns, even small ones, and then reinvest those returns again, you're increasing velocity. The faster the cycle, the greater the long-term impact. It's like turning a small wheel faster instead of waiting to build a bigger one. And psychologically, faster cycles give you quicker feedback, which keeps you motivated and engaged. That engagement is key to consistency. And consistency is where real growth happens. But here's where many people go wrong. They hear velocity and think it means speed at all costs. That's dangerous. Velocity investing is not about rushing. It's about efficient movement. One common mistake is over-leveraging, using too much borrowed money without a clear plan. This creates stress, not freedom. Another mistake is chasing trends. Fast-moving money without direction can quickly disappear. And perhaps the biggest mistake, ignoring your emotional capacity. If a strategy makes you anxious, overwhelmed, or unable to sleep, it's not sustainable. Remember, the goal isn't just financial growth. It's financial well-being. Velocity should feel controlled, intentional, and aligned with your life. Think of it like driving. Speed is useful, but only when you know where you're going and you're in control of the wheel. Otherwise, you're not building wealth, you're building risk. So how do you start? You don't need millions. You need awareness. Start by tracking your money flow. Where does it come from? Where does it go? And how long does it stay there? Then, ask yourself, can I shorten this cycle? For example, instead of letting extra income sit unused, allocate a portion into something that generates returns, even small ones. Then reinvest those returns. The goal is to create movement, not perfection. Even small cycles repeated consistently can build powerful momentum over time. And as you see your money working, even in simple ways, your mindset begins to shift. You stop seeing money as something scarce and start seeing it as something dynamic. That shift alone can reduce financial anxiety significantly. Because when you understand flow, you stop fearing loss and start focusing on direction. At the end of the day, velocity investments aren't just about money. They're about how you experience your life. When your finances feel slow, stuck, and uncertain, it affects your energy, your focus, even your health. But when your money flows with intention, even in small ways, everything starts to feel different. You feel more in control, more aware, more confident, and that's the real power of velocity. So if this idea resonates with you, start small. Observe your flow. Improve it step by step. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments. What's one thing you'll change about your money flow starting today? I'd love to hear your perspective because sometimes the biggest transformation starts with a simple shift in how you move.